Welcome back to my channel. So today I will be filming my everyday go-to makeup routine. Now I know my skin is not clear at all. I have a lot of acne scars on my forehead, on both sides of my cheeks, on my chin, a couple on my nose. I've been having a lot of acne these past couple of months. It is just starting to get clear. Enough of my skin, back to my everyday makeup routine. So what I do first is that I exfoliate my lips. I use the LUSH Mint JULIPS. It's a sugar scrub. You put it on, you scrub, exfoliate, then you just lick it off. And then I usually use AQUAPHOR. I have cracked skin at the corners of my mouth and on top of my lips. AQUAPHOR helps me a lot. My dermatologist actually recommended this for me to protect and soothe the skin. First, what I do is I use the BADESCU Rose Facial Spray. And I just spray it on and wait for it to dry a little bit before putting on my primer. And the primer that I use is the Maybelline Master Prime, and it has SPF 30. It blurs and defends. So I would take like a dime size amount or pea size. I don't like to use too much primer. This is good enough. I'm gonna use these two pens just to... Now, since I have a lot of acne, what I like to do is I like to color correct. So I usually start off with this green color correction stick from Maybelline, Cover Stick Corrector Concealer. And green is usually to cancel out the redness. It's gonna be everywhere because I'm telling you, I have a lot of acne scars. I'm gonna look crazy. It's the end result that matters. Now I use this beauty blender from Juno & Co. I look really crazy, and it's not really like the other beauty blenders that are actually a sponge, so it doesn't absorb as much foundation. So you know, you're saving product and you're saving money. That's what I love about this. And also because of the velvety feel to this beauty blender, you can use it to, you could use it like as a brush or just like to spread it instead of like dabbing it all the time. It gives you also that airbrushed look. I use the LA Girls Pro Concealer. This is also a color correcting product. Usually like the salmon light peach color helps to cancel out purple. So I like to use this under my eyes or any scars that I see that are purple. So, wow. This is the finished look. Just kidding. For foundation, what I usually use are drugstore products. I don't usually use high-end foundation unless I'm going out or I know I'm gonna be out for a long time. These are the two main ones that I usually use. I like this one because it's full coverage. It does last long. I like the finish. It's a matte finish. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Total Cover Foundation in the color Natural Beige. And then the second one that I use is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. Obviously you could build it up, you know, it's for if you want like a light coverage, but it does still give you that coverage. The reason why I use two different foundations is because it is so hard to find the shade that matches your skin tone. You usually do this through trial and error. Again, the reason why I use this one is because for the coverage, and then I use usually this one to match my skin tone because this one's more cool tone, I think, and then this one's more warm toned. I'm more warm toned, so that's why I use this last. Using this one first, the Infallible foundation first, and I dab it. And I know I said that you could, you know, like spread it like that, but the thing is I have color correction all over my face. You don't want the color to mix in with your foundation. Like you want the color correction to stay like where the spots are. This is my first makeup tutorial, you guys. This is my first time filming based on how I know how to film a makeup tutorial, based on all the YouTube beauty gurus that I've watched. Then you also want to spread it down your neck. Just building it up. If I think it needs more, then I'll just add more. I could get used to this, to be honest. I was kind of nervous starting this video because I didn't know how it was going to be, but you know what? There was something that my professor said. Shout out to my second semester architecture professor. I love that guy so much. I'm like usually the first person to talk when it comes to presentations in his class. Now I don't like presenting anymore because I get shy. But he told me that something that really helps me that I always remember is that it's not really a presentation, it's just a conversation. So that made me less nervous, you know, thinking like instead of trying to make an impression on the professors, it's just having a conversation with them. Like right now, it's a conversation. We're having a conversation. I mean, I'm having a conversation by myself, but not really. Talking to you guys. My skin looks clear. It's not. Don't let the media fool you. This is not what it's actually like. Now, I'm gonna be using the second foundation, the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. And we're just gonna I'm not a pro at like, ow, I keep scratching myself. I'm not a pro at, you know, when it comes to shades, for like finding the perfect shade for your skin. To be honest, it's trial and error. I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Cafe to contour my nose, and I'll contour my cheekbones too. Oh no, I mean, you know, contour. So I'm just gonna I squeeze it a little bit to get that shape, and I dab it first, and I like push it up a little bit, and then I like spread it out to my cheekbones a little bit, so it's kind of like a bronzer at the same time. Get it to my cheekbones, on the top of my cheekbones. What do you call this? I know it's something simple. I'm gonna feel like an idiot because I'm gonna look it up and it's gonna be something that I knew, but whatever. I use this brush to contour. It's an e.l.f. It's a contour brush. I use it to contour my nose. It looks like this. It's just, you know. Okay, I'll give you guys I was like, this was the brush. So this is what the brush looks, oh man. This is what the brush looks like. Yes, I'm doing this because so you guys can actually see what it looks like. It's not focusing on it, but you guys can sort of get the shape. This is my first makeup tutorial. I've never really done this, so sometimes I don't know what I'm saying. I know it looks too much right now. Just wait. And the reason why I start with the dark one first is because it looks really dark and I don't want to set it like this. So I always start off with that, and I just correct everything with the lighter concealer to use to highlight. So I'm going to be using the same Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Sand. So you see how I like it's not a mistake, but I just spread out a little bit too much, so I just use the lighter concealer to correct that. So what I love about this Juno & Co. is that this helps a lot when I blend this. So it also doesn't make it too sharp. I mean, it doesn't make the look too sharp, so it also blends in with the darker contour. So, and if it does look too dark for my liking, what I do is I just blend it a little bit with the lighter concealer. And then I use the end of this blender, just dabbing my nose. This is fun. I don't know why I haven't started this YouTube channel a long time ago, to be honest. Again, this is me stepping out of my comfort zone. I don't like putting myself out there, even though I do on like my other social media, you know, like Snapchat or whatever, my Instagram stories, but this is fun. I like this. For my first makeup tutorial, I find this fun. Because I do it anyway. Like, I was telling myself, why not just start a YouTube channel? Because I'd be talking like this on my story anyway. And it's like I know people skip through my stories. Like, there are people who listen, there are people who don't care. So they're just like, you know, tap, tap, tap to end the story. So why not actually make a channel where people choose to see how you know, do whatever. So to set my face, I have two different loose powders. Again, one is a little bit high-end. Well, it is high-end because I got this from Sephora. And then this one is NYX, which you can get at any drugstore that sells NYX. Again, since I'm not going anywhere today, I'll just be using the NYX HG. Y'all see that? So I'm gonna be using this brush. It's a fluffy brush. Where did I get this from? I don't know. I think I got this as a present. I don't know like what company it's from. It just says CB. My initials. What I like to do for my eyebrows is that I like to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, dip brow pomade. Right now I have the color Ebony. I usually use soft brown, but I can't find it. So I'm going to be using this brush. I actually got this from Anastasia too. I think this is brush number 18. I can't remember. It has the spoolie on one end and then this angled looking brush on the other. And I like this one because it's thin. So the other Anastasia brow product that I'm going to be using is the Brow Powder Duo in the color Ebony. So there are two sides. One's the darker side, one's the lighter side. Usually you would use the darker sides on the outer sides of your eyebrows, and then for the inner ones, you use the lighter one. So for eyes, today I will be using my BEIGE Cosmetics Hangin' in Hawaii palette. One day I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna use Shaka, you know. So for today's look, I will be using, I'll use coconut today. So it's this color. I'm using this Styleworks brush. Where did I get this from? I don't even know where I got this from. Probably drugstore. It's this fluffy brush. The reason why I like this fluffy brush is because it's also a blending brush, but I also like to use this all over the eye. I use this for like the whole like look. I'm just gonna take coconut, you know. Oh, there's a mirror here. Perfect. And I like to spread it out at the end, like that. And I'll just like build it however, like build up the color, however I like it or however like I'm feeling that day. So now next, I'm gonna be taking my Too Faced Natural Matte Palette, and I'm gonna be using, I just use the two lighter colors. Sometimes I feel like using Lace Teddy, sometimes I feel like using Nudie. So for this look, I'll just be taking Nudie and just, you know, blending that out. And then I'm gonna be using Day, the lightest color on this palette, to highlight. Usually I would leave it as is. Sometimes I like to be a little bit more extra with my look, so I usually take like the darker colors and just make like a smoky winged liner. So literally just get any small tiny brush. I'm gonna be taking Sexpresso, which is the darkest shade on this palette. I'm just gonna take that other brush that I use, that blending brush, and I'm not really a perfectionist when it comes to wing line. Let me not say that. And I usually like bring it out to like the bottom like this. Well, I have creases under my eyes, so I'll be handling that later. Again, I don't plan this out. It just happens like, do I want to put more? I'll put more. So I'll take another darker shade. I just do whatever. For this look, I'll take Cashmere Bunny, this nice grayish brownish shade. So what I like to do next is I like to contour my face. Now I know that I already contoured my face. Usually I just do it again, you know, depending on what look I want. If I wanted to be more natural, I'd probably just like leave it, or I'd use bronzer. So the bronzer that I use is from Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil. I'm gonna be using this brush. This is from Sephora, I think. It's an angled blush brush. So I look like a completely different person with makeup on. I look like I'm 12 or 14 without it. So what I also use, I also just contour my face even more depending on what I feel, and I feel like putting more contour on my face. So I'm gonna be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit for my cheeks. I'm gonna be using these two colors, so you know, just, and I don't like to put it like out too much. I just like to put it like just in this area. And then to contour my nose a little bit more, I like to use this kind of shade for my nose contours because it looks more like a shadow when you put it on. Like it looks more natural to me. This brush from BEIGE Cosmetics, it's a highlighting brush actually. I'm gonna be using this light yellow shade to sharpen the contour a little bit. This is when I actually put it like right under my eye to set the creases, or like to blend in the creases. I'm gonna take that same shade, highlight my nose a little bit. I would usually use these colors, or mostly this color, to sharpen my contour, so I guess I'll do that now. Okay. Ooh. Again, I look like a different person with makeup. I'm gonna be using now my blush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You guys can tell that I love Anastasia's products so much. I'm using the blush trio in Peachy Love. I love these colors. So I'm gonna be taking this another angled blush brush. This one's more thicker than the other one, which is why I like to use it for my blush. So what I like to do is that I start off with the darkest shade, which is the middle one, in Ginger. I'm gonna be taking Ginger. And I usually put that in the, like, not on my contour, but like right above it. I'm basically contouring with blush now. I don't like to put it on top, or like here. I like to just put it where the contour is. And then I like to take the second darkest shade in Nectarine. And now I'm gonna take the lightest shade here in Miami. I'm gonna be using the same Anastasia the contour kit. I'm gonna be using this one highlighting shade. If I'm going out, I usually use this clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Again, you know, it's just to hold your brows in place. It's used to set it. I actually have another one. It's like this clear brow mascara from Maybelline. I use that sometimes. The Great Lash Mascara, and it's clear, so use that. I just finish up my looks with my mascara, so I'm gonna curl my lashes. I usually use one mascara, but lately I've been using two, and the first one is actually just a sample. It's the Stila Huge Mascara. So wow, that looks really different. All right, now I'm gonna be using the LA Girls one over. Mascara really makes a difference. Ow, I just poked myself. Now, my favorite part is the lips. And I actually got this lip combo from one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Nazanin Kavari. She is my inspiration for so many things, like makeup, fashion especially. And I honestly think she's just like a classy, beautiful person inside and out. So that is why she is an inspiration for me. And also now that I'm starting a YouTube channel, she's also someone I look up to for that. I'm gonna be taking my NYX lip liner in brown. Oops, I like overlined OD. I overline a little bit. I think I like it. I mean, not I think I like it. I think I look good in it and I like it. There you go. A lot of people are against overlining lips. I really don't care. As long as you don't overdo it. If I overdid like overlining my lips, I don't think. First of all, I wouldn't even like it. I'm gonna be taking the NYX Suede matte lipstick in the color Dainty Days, and I'm just gonna be using this to blend it out a little bit. I'm not gonna use this as like my actual, here, I'm gonna be using the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Fortune Cookie. Again, I got this, like the whole dark lip liner, light lip gloss thing from Nazanin Kavari, so credits to her. I didn't think of this myself. I wear this every day. I love it, and I'm not tired of it. All right. So to set my face, I'm gonna be using the matte finish. I like to put a lot. Again, because I'm really not going anywhere. All right, so this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't seen my very first video, an introduction and my 10 facts about me, I will link it down below. Thank you guys so much. Bye.